Welcome to Try Again, a movie club, a show where each week we pick a movie and we talk about it for a while. We're not professionals, we're just normal dudes talking movies. And this week, the pick of the week was by Steven. I'm Todd, by the way. And this is Steven, this other guy here. There he is, the guy that's giggling. And Todd Perkins and Steven Comstock.
My bad.
Yeah, mute that crap, man. And the movie is Krampus. Krampus?
It looks like it's pronounced Krampus, but in the movie they say Krampus.
Krampus. Okay.
I don't know.
It's probably like a German thing or something like that.
Yeah.
So this time, Steven and I have written down our reviews, and we're going to show them at the same time, shocking each other
I'm
on
excited.
the count of 3. Oh, wait. They're not going to show at the same time because it only shows one of our faces at a time on this.
Ah, stupid.
Oh, well.
Let's do it anyways.
Yeah, okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Is it?
Oh!
Did you guys see Stevens? I think it showed.
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah, there he goes. Okay, so we're in agreement. This movie sucked. This movie sucked so bad, dude. The whole time I was watching it, I was like, this is just trash, man.
Yeah,
it's like
it was a horror comedy and it wasn't scary or funny.
Exactly. It didn't have like the campiness of Evil Dead.
Right. It wasn't campy enough.
Yeah.
And
it wasn't scary in the
It wasn't scary at all.
And then then you had the Christmas part, and it was kind of almost okay as a Warm Fuzzies movie by the end.
Right. But it wasn't good, dude. And it made me sad because I liked the premise. Like the premise was really cool. I like the idea of like a scary opposite Santa like monster movie, and it just failed.
Yeah.
I mean, what else can you say?
Yeah. That's exactly how I felt. I put fails at horror, fails at humor, fails at campiness, fails at having likable characters. Like every
it fails at failing. It wasn't even a good campy movie.
You know what it didn't fail at? It didn't fail at having stereotypical Republican.
Oh, I was just gonna say that. The stereotypical, like, I hated the stereotype.
We shoot guns and we're real dumb. Like if the guy like punched a gay guy in the face, it would have been like that's like the only thing that could have made it more ridiculous.
Not just that stereotype, like the stereotypical dysfunctional family at Christmas, like they didn't even do that very well. The stereotypical like grouchy aunt that like says crude things. The stereotypical like
invading family, like overly intrusive and stuff.
And, all of it was just bad.
Yeah, I was thinking it started out like exactly like Christmas Vacation, and it was a little bit less scary than Christmas Vacation.
Krampus was slightly scarier than Chevy Chase.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, so true, man. It was poop. So yeah, that's our reviews. And
was there anything about it that you did like?
There were a very small bit of things. I need to actually go to my notes. Well, it made me want to look into if this Krampus character is an actual German folktale.
It is.
Okay, so I think that's pretty cool. Okay, I don't care.
Yeah.
I want to look it up. Maybe if you know, we could talk about it a little bit later on. That's cool. The elves were actually pretty cool looking. And I felt like the ending of the movie, like the last 20, not 20, maybe last 10 minutes or 15 minutes from when the elves came in to the end, it developed a little bit more of a serious tone that I thought would have been cool if the movie hadn't been telling me that it sucked for the last hour and a half. You know? It was like,
I thought
dumb, and then they're cool.
I like the elves too until you got a better look at them. Like at first I was like, oh, those creepy little monsters, you know, they're kind of like running around like evil Oompa Loompas kind of. But then like when it showed their faces, I was like, oh, they look dumb. And that was the same thought I had with Krampus.
Yeah.
Like I thought he was a really cool looking character. I liked like the goat legs and the horns.
Yeah.
But then like apparently he was wearing a mask. Like that wasn't his actual face.
So he looked like in Santa?
Yeah, he had like a creepy, like twisted Santa face.
Yeah.
But apparently that was a mask. Like that wasn't his real face.
Oh.
But yeah, which I don't know why they did that and then didn't really explain it at all.
Man. I feel like they could have made this better. Like they could have made the story of Krampus into a good movie. It would have been pretty easy, I think.
There's a couple of other Krampus movies too.
Oh, okay.
But they're even worse than this, apparently.
Oh. I don't know, man. I find that kind of hard to believe.
Well, we could do one.
No.
We could do another one Christmas time.
No, I can't take any more. I'll have to watch it on my own. Before we go into our discussion section, let's look at what the triers are saying. Candace says, it was horrible.
Yeah, she watched it with me.
Max says, I picked a good week to miss. Max says, it sounds like Belsnickel from The Office.
Oh, it was much worse than that.
Yeah, it was like that, but like less interesting.
That like the 15 minutes of Belsnickel on The Office was like twice as funny and a little bit more scary than this entire movie.
I was thinking when I was thinking about my review of the movie, and I was like, maybe Mac and I need to talk about giving Steven a week off from like skipping his next choice in punishment for this crap.
It looked good. Like if you see the trailer, it looked pretty cool.
It kind of did. And then it was like it showed Adam Scott, and I was like, oh, dude, I don't know. And then it showed Todd Packer, and I was like, oh man, this is gonna be the mummy of like Christmas movies.
I didn't think it was gonna be great. I was expecting it to be like a 7, maybe a 7.5. I just wanted like it to be a cool story. I suspected the acting was gonna be subpar. You know, it was gonna be a B movie, you know, a B horror movie.
Yeah.
But this was just garbage. It just wasn't.
Yeah, it's not. If in case you're wondering, viewers, if it's so bad, it's good. It's not. It's just bad. It's not. It doesn't have that charm that like Evil Dead or Dead Alive or a lot of these movies.
Well, any of the horror movies, like we just did Friday the 13th, and that was terribly campy.
Yeah,
and it was still you know a decent campy movie to watch if you're in the mood for a campy movie.
Yeah, it has a certain charm to it.
Right.
Krampus, like the tone is all over the map. They're like trying to decide what they want it to be, and it's like they changed it like halfway through the script, and then they changed it again. And it's just like the cast is awful and the story is awful. It's like the idea of the character being like the evil version of Santa Claus is really interesting, but they poop all over that.
Yeah. Also, what's the deal with like this family that wishes that their entire family was dead? Like for like the grandma did it first, like back in the day, and then it like skipped a generation, and now like the grandson wants his entire family dead.
Come on, man. They suck. Okay. I mean, honestly, if you don't like creme brulee, should you really be alive? Just kidding.
You're onto something.
I mean, it's Italy's flan, dude. I mean, it's awesome.
Well, I was gonna say like their family wasn't even that bad. Like they argued and fought a little bit.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like they were trying to kill each other or like I don't know. They were just a normal family. Yeah. And that wiener kid had to like wish them all away. What a tool.
He was a tool, man. Guy sucked. He was like probably the most likable character in the movie. He still sucked. So at what point when you were watching the movie did you realize that this movie sucked? Like when you were like, I know that this was a bad pick, or at least that like this movie is never going to redeem itself? Like, when did you know that?
I had a few like glimpses of like, oh no, this is going to be terrible, when the horrible like aunt came in and started making her like stereotypical I'm a stupid annoying aunt jokes. You know, like oh, this is going to make things this is going to make things better by pouring like booze in her coffee or whatever. And
she's like the neighbor from Small Wonder. Yeah. You don't get the reference. Tryers, you get that reference. The neighbor from Small Wonder. Anybody?
The three people that are watching.
Yeah, I know. Dang it. My sister's not watching. She'd get it. Yeah. Okay. I thought it was pretty crappy early on, but the moment that was for me the point of no return, no matter how good it got after this, when the gingerbread man came to life and attacked the boy. I was like, this is the stupidest looking thing. This is the stupidest thing conceptually. There is nothing that is interesting about that. It was just dumb.
Yeah.
You know?
See, it was almost cool when the girl went outside and she was like, and she saw Krampus or Crumpus or Krampus or whatever his name was on the roof.
They should have called it Krampus. It would have been a better name for the movie.
And he was like running along the roof, like chasing her, and she hid under the truck. And then you saw like his feet come down, and he was like walking along the truck.
Yeah,
like that was cool.
Yeah, it was.
It like just sprinted downhill after that.
Yeah.
So I think you're right. The gingerbread man. All the toys in general were so stupid.
And that's like, we've seen, you know what this movie was like to me? Really, it seemed like tonally, it tried to be Gremlins, you know, where there's like kind of cute things and they're being evil or whatever. You know, there's movies where toys have been evil and killed things and it's kind of creepy. They didn't get what made those movies cool. Also, by the way, Gremlins is a Christmas horror movie, so that's kind of a thing, you know. But it's actually good.
Yeah,
you know, like they really failed at just picking a vibe and going with it. You know,
Max says we should have watched Ginger Dead Man instead.
Ginger Dead Man.
I like it.
Oh man. So okay. I guess I wrote down more stuff in my notes. I don't know. I mean, I pretty much covered the most of the ideas, you know, that I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, I don't remember the guy's name in the movie, but I'm gonna call him Todd Packer because that's the character he plays in The Office. He like sees a gingerbread man come to life. Then the grandma tells a story about this Krampus guy, and he's like, "Oh, this folktale crap," and it's like, what? He just saw a gingerbread man come to life. Like, why?
And tried to kill him.
Yeah, and tried to kill him. Why is he not believing the story?
Because this is a terrible movie.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all it is.
That's the answer to every question. Also, another stupid thing is, so the redneck guy comes over, you know, Packer comes over, and he's obviously like a more right-wing kind of a guy, stereotype, like he loves guns and football, and anybody that doesn't like guns or football, he totally hates, yada, yada, yada. But Adam Scott's character, Tom, is like much better with a gun than the other guy. And he was an Eagle Scout. It's like, I'm not an Eagle Scout, but as far as I know, Eagle Scouts aren't quite up there as Navy SEALs.
You mean if you've never fired a gun before, you might not be quite so accurate?
Yeah, he was like reloading like a boss, and it's like, dude, I have shot a gun before. Okay, I've shot a few different guns, and really, like, reloading is not the most intuitive thing ever. You don't just pick up any gun after having never shot a gun in your life and just reload it, turn off the safety, all that stuff. No, you got to have someone show you how to do that crap, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
Figure it out on your own. Oh, so dumb.
Terrible.
Oh, and also, like, Packer kept saying, "Oh, we should have gone to my brother's." He said it more than once. Like, after he says it to his wife, and his wife's like, "Christmas on a pig farm." And he said something about Jesus. And then, like, he's fighting all these guys, And then he's like, I should have gone to my brother's. It's like, it was like the same.
That joke wasn't funny the first time.
Yeah, exactly. It's like what I do when I'm in a room and I say something that I think is funny and nobody else appreciates it. I just say it again, but louder. And think it's
way to Krampus it up, man.
I know, man. Oh man. I did like stabbing the teddy bear in the eye. That was a cool shot. And again, that lasted 1 second of a 97-minute movie. So that's
the shotgun into the reef was cool too, I thought. I think it was the same teddy bear. He shot it and like flew.
Oh yeah, like the winged creature was just.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, and he got like stuck in the reef and then fell out. Yeah, that was funny. I like that. The ending was all right.
I was gonna say. So how about the end? What do you think?
I think it was cool. I guess what I got out of it was that he thought it was just a dream, but really he was stuck inside of a snow globe in Krampus's collection of people that have lost the Christmas spirit. Is that what happened?
Pretty much.
That's how I interpret it.
Well, I mean, he was supposed to like the kid was supposed to survive, but then like an idiot, he tries to like sacrifice himself to save his family, and then Krampus ended up taking him anyways.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he was supposed to survive kind of like his grandma survived in her like weird claymation story that happened.
Yeah, also, why was that animated?
Dude,
there was no point in that.
Why are you asking me questions I don't have answers for?
So true, man. Yeah, I thought the ending was all right, but it was at the same time I was like thinking when he woke up from the dream, I was like, oh, there's gonna be a twist. There's gonna be a creepy twist, and then the last second there's a creepy twist. It was just like I don't know, man, too predictable, too stereotypical, like such a low effort production. Yeah. It's like why don't they make a cool movie? Instead of making this crap. And they're getting Adam Scott and Todd Packer. Like Max says, how'd they get Adam Scott and Todd Packer in this piece of crap? I don't know, man. I mean,
I think they had to know that this was like supposed to be a campy movie.
Yeah, well, I think too. And if you compare them to kind of their peers on the TV shows, Adam Scott is not Chris Pratt or Aubrey Plaza or Amy Poehler or literally anyone else on that show. Rob, what's his face? Rob Brain Fart? The really handsome guy?
Yeah. Rob
Lowe.
Rob Lowe, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, and then Todd Packer, he's not as funny as anybody on The Office, you know?
Candace says her favorite part of the movie is the 30-minute nap she took in the middle of it.
Dude, I was like checking my phone during this, man. It was awful. It was awful. I paused it to get up and do something for a second, and I didn't want to start it again. That's Krampus.
It was short too. It was like an hour and a half.
Yeah, it was like an hour and a half, but don't waste your time. We agreed. Mac probably would have given it a lower score if he were here.
Oh yeah, Mac would have hated this movie.
It's trash. It's trash. Let's head over to the reader comments and see how everybody's doing on here.
Did anybody else watch it besides us? I know Candace did. I'm pretty sure. Did Jess watch it with you?
No. Sabrina's giving me crap for growing a mustache. I actually started growing facial hair early in the summer. I started growing it in May. And this is what I look like after a month of growth. So moral of the story is I can't grow a beard. So you might not see this on me much longer. So savor it while you can.
I shaved like a week ago, and this is like after about a week. No, I'm just
kidding. So much testosterone. Your beard hairs have muscles on them. Oh yeah, Jessica.
Oh yeah, what was with the snowman? Candace says, "What's with the snowman?"
They didn't say.
The snowman. I was waiting for him to come to life, and they never did.
The creators probably forgot about him too. It's like, you know what? We're not putting that much effort into this story. Let's just leave them.
It did seem like they ran out of time. Like, I mean, it was a short movie. It was like an hour and a half. And like the last 10 minutes, like 90% of the cast died.
Yeah.
Like they didn't like spread it out at all.
It was actually supposed to go longer, but they quit. They just like reshot the ending, and then they sent everybody home. That's probably what happened. Jessica's making fun of the beard thing. She says, you're building a computer? Me too. You're growing stupid facial hair? Me too. Yeah.
You think you're funny, Jess?
She's got a point. Let's see. Okay, Sabrina's talking about our bromance more. All right. We got it. Candace talking about her nap. Max says, I hope December isn't all Christmas movies because they're almost all terrible.
That's true.
I was thinking about that, and I was thinking, for Christmas we could do, or for December we can do other holiday movies. Like, I've never watched, is Fiddler on the Roof is like a Jewish thing, right?
I think it is, yeah.
I've never seen that, though. I don't think it's a Hanukkah thing, but it's a Jewish thing. So, kind of, if you can stretch it a little bit. So yeah, Triers, what do you think about Fiddler on the Roof?
I kind of want to see A Christmas Story. I haven't seen that movie in years.
I haven't seen that movie ever. I've watched 1 hour of it 100 times and then got bored to death and started cutting myself. Not really.
Got extreme.
It escalated quickly. Yeah. No offense, listeners who cut themselves. Don't mean to belittle you.
Or who like The Christmas Story.
Yeah. All right. What do you think? Random questions or trying stuff?
Max says Jews are a holiday, right?
That's pretty much how it works. Candace likes Fiddler. Mac hates Christmas Story. All right. That sounds fun. You know what? I was sick one Christmas and I watched like a bunch of Christmas movies, and most of them did suck pretty bad.
Isn't your favorite Christmas movie Jingle All the Way?
I love that movie. I love it.
I don't think I've ever watched that entire movie.
Really? Dude.
Yeah, it's terrible, dude.
It's great. It's got the scene. There's so many good scenes, man.
I don't know if you know this, but it's a Christmas movie starring Arnold Schwarzenegger
and Sinbad and Phil Hartman. I mean, it's freaking brilliant. Oh my gosh. We're watching that. We're watching Jingle All the Way. We're watching Jingle All the Way for sure. Okay. Moving on to the next segment. Let's do random questions. I'm thinking random questions are good. Okay, I'm gonna ask my question first, and my question is, how would you change the end of the movie? Now, my thinking with this question was, this movie totally sucks, and I want to redeem it. Now, you don't have to have that approach, but that's what I was thinking. Like, how might you change the end of the movie?
To fix the movie?
Yeah, if you could, but if you just thought of an ending, like a different ending, then that's fine. How would you change it?
Man.
You don't have to fix it. I fixed it. I
figured
it out. Okay. But you can do what you want. Just know that my answer is going to be better.
Okay. All right. I think I got an answer. So the end of the movie, the kid is like all freaking out and he's all pissed at Krampus, and he brings like his little evil sleigh bell to him. Yeah. And he throws it at him or whatever. And he's like, hey, trying to be all tough. Hey, bring back my family. And then all the elves and Krampus all take off their masks, and it's his family at the end. And they all laugh at him, and he wishes they were all dead again.
And he actually kills them. I like that. That was a good one. Okay. So what I was thinking, I don't know why I was thinking this like literally the entire movie, but I'm thinking like around the time that just about everybody's dead but Max, right? And he knows where Krampus is and he's going to him. And he realizes, oh crap, I shouldn't have wished this, on my family. And I shouldn't have ripped up that letter to Santa. So he kneels down and he prays to Santa. And then Santa comes down out of the sky with Trans-Siberian Orchestra music playing, and he's freaking ripped, and he's got a chainsaw, and he hacks up all the bad guys.
You totally stole my answer from my question.
Oh, really?
Gosh dang it.
Down to the Trans-Siberian
It's pretty freaking close.
So I'm thinking Max ends up, like the last scene is him with an elf. He's like an apprentice to Santa. And it's basically like he's one of the League of Assassins members, you know, where he becomes that. And then it's over. And you don't really care about what happens to his family. They're still dead, you know, because they sucked.
Because they're terrible.
Yeah.
Mac says to make this movie better, it should have ended an hour and a half earlier.
Should have, man. Even that's too much.
It's just like a kid that wakes up and he's like, man, I hate my family. And the movie's over.
Yeah, exactly. That would have been good, man. I would have got a higher score from me. Oh, man. All right, what's your question, Steven?
My question is, what would you do if you were the dad in this movie? What would you do to protect your family?
Well, I feel like there's one obvious answer, and that really all that you need is an Eagle Scout, you know?
Well, he died, though.
Yeah, but he was a freaking ninja, man. No, but for reals, though, chainsaws.
Just all chainsaws?
Chainsaws
all around?
Yeah. It seems like, I don't know. I haven't used chainsaws that much, but it seems like maybe you can get an electric chainsaw. And it, you know,
with like a cord, that would be very inconvenient.
Hold on, let me plug in my cord. But then you don't run out of. Oh no, you would run out of power because there was no power.
The power went out. Yeah.
But I'm thinking like a gas-powered saw is going to last a little bit longer than a few bullets. Also, the guy said he had a few shotgun shells, and I counted more than a few. At least several shotgun shells.
Also, he apparently never has to reload a shotgun.
Well, he's Adam Scott, man. The guy's a freaking Eagle Scout. It's like a MacGyver / Seagal kind of a situation there.
It's like The Walking Dead, man.
Yeah. I know, man. He turns into freaking Norman Reedus. What's your answer?
Okay, mine, like I said, was similar to your Santa coming, which was my theory would
Santa coming. Never mind.
Well, I mean, obviously, if you got the evil Santa, you have to have a wicked awesome Santa battle. You know, good Santa versus evil Santa. So
it's kind of obvious.
My theory was we would sing like Christmas carols and like do like all the traditional Christmas stuff, and hopefully like Santa would come and protect us from Krampus.
Oh, I like that.
So I don't know about that. I didn't think of praying to Santa.
Yeah.
But obviously. I mean, I guess that would work.
It makes sense. It's part of the Santa canon.
Since there's not really an official canon, you can just make it up on the spot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it's actually written on Santa's giant cannon.
Sacrifice some presents. You got to sacrifice a present, pray to Santa.
Yeah. And you gotta check the Santa canon. It's written on the side of his sleigh on his giant cannons. All right. Let's check in with the triers again. Max says Elf is the king of Christmas movies. Pretty much true.
That's true.
I would say my actual favorite's probably It's a Wonderful Life. Elf is right up there. I'm gonna like that live right here. Candace says, Steven, stop saying Krampus, it's Crumpus. All right. Next segment is the try again segment where we talk about crap that we tried. And Steven, you can go first.
All right. So Candace bought me this. Let's see if I can get it on there.
Oh, dude. Sorry, I'm talking.
Can you see it? Here, I'll talk so everybody can see it. Can you read it? It's called Pumpkin Pie Spice Cookie Butter. And I probably should have saved it to taste it on the show, but I already tasted it because I couldn't wait because I was too excited. And it's super awesome and delicious.
Do you just eat like a spoonful of it, or do you put it in a cookie?
I put it on like a. You can put it on a cookie. It has directions on how to enjoy how awesome it is. It says spread on pancakes or waffles. Make a peanut butter and cookie sandwich because it's cookie spread. Serve on ice cream, dip pretzels or celery. All of that is awesome. I'm sure.
That does sound awesome.
So so far I've only tried it with like Ritz crackers and pretzels, and both are just amazing.
That sounds amazing. Where did you get it?
Trader Joe's.
Ah, I love that, dude. All right. Well, I tried two things this week. Thing number one, I actually tried with Steven. It's this game called Avalon. And my cousin was talking about these games, this Resistance series or whatever, and it's a board. Is a board game the right way to describe it? It's not. There's no board really, but it's a game. Yeah, you can say card game. You're trying to deceive each other. It's kind of like that game Mafia, but with a bunch of deep rules and stuff. And I loved it. And I'm really excited to play more. I have some friends that are big fans of it, so we're going to get together this weekend, hopefully, and play it some more. So, loved it. Avalon.
That's that game was cool.
The other thing that I played is this video game, Dragon Quest Builders, which I got yesterday. And it's Minecraft, but in the world of Dragon Quest, also known as Dragon Warrior from the NES days. Remember that? Those songs.
Barely.
You had to fight the blue slimes for like 7 hours to get a sword. Remember that game?
No.
Okay. Well, it's good. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, it's that, but it's like Minecraft. So you like build a city, and then you also fight bad. It's an RPG, but Minecraft at the same time, and it's third person. So very fun game. Loving it. Okay. Yeah, see, you guys triers that are listening right now, this is kind of how it works when we actually record. We kind of have these stupid pauses in the middle where
it looks like our video feed stopped.
It did?
Yeah.
Yeah, some people are watching it.
Did our feed stop, listeners? Can you see?
Let's see.
Oh, there we go. Never mind.
Yeah, it's working. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's that's it for this week.
Mac wants to see my awesome mug.
Oh, okay. Sorry, talk.
It's a wooden mug that one of my customers made for me, and it's awesome, and I love it, and I use it every day.
I saw it in real life
right now.
Day. Oh man, a mug and a beard in the same shot. Oh yeah.
Gross.
Man.
Look away. Look away.
Manly. We're still getting used to cameras, mostly me. I don't really know what to do. There's a camera. Okay.
Here's a tip. Don't do that ever.
Okay. So let's talk about next week. Next week, I think the plan is to have Michael back, actually. So,
okay. What are we watching?
You know what we're watching, son.
Oh, is it Halloween?
Halloween. Yeah.
Sweet. The original.
The original Halloween from the 70s?
I don't know.
I think it's from the 70s. And Mac is going to be back on.
All right. Sure. All four of us?
Yeah, all four of us next week. So it's really exciting. It's going to be fun. And I think we're going to be live again. I want to do live every week now. If we
Does Michael know we're going to do it live?
No, but I'll tell him. And yeah, probably be fine. Hopefully.
Right.
So yeah, live. Thanks for listening. Remember, those of you who are watching live probably already liked the page and all that crap that we tell you to do. But
all three of you.
Yeah, all three of you guys that are our wives.
Max, Sabrina, and Candace. I think Jess bailed.
She left. She's like, this is so stupid. Yeah. If you haven't already liked the page, like the page. If you haven't reviewed it in iTunes, review it in iTunes. Say some nice stuff. We'll read it on the show. We appreciate your support. And that's it for this week.